This is a huge topic that kind of goes along with the modern versus retro stuff that we've been talking about, Wes. Online versus offline gaming. There's many different topics we can discuss here. Where would you like to start?
Oh man. Oh, online versus offline. I don't know, man. That's a good one. Well, first of all, which do you prefer, online or offline?
Offline. There was a point where when I was in college, online, I would say probably for about a 6 or 7 year period was online is all I wanted to do. Where eventually I grew out of that and kind of went back to when I was
Mhm.
younger. I almost only play games offline, or if there's an online component, I just ignore it. Like, for example, I beat Destiny 2 when that first came out. I didn't engage really with anybody. I just played the game by myself. I made that
Mhm.
game like a single player game, even though there was other people involved. I just
Mhm.
ignored them and did my own thing.
Huh. Okay. I'm kind of right there with you. I mean, I I don't have the time to coordinate with people and play online. And back in the day it was fine,
Hmm.
playing Halo with friends, everybody from the store, and
Heck yeah,
playing.
man! That was a blast back
It
then.
was it was great, Lost Planet, grabbing some friends, and we all meet up or playing Rainbow Six or Ghost Recon. It was great, but time changes and everybody's lives kind of get in the way, and it's just so I don't have the time. And you know and over the past several years, it's like just people just gotten horrible, and I just kind of really
Right?
don't like playing with people online anymore.
I can't
You
say it
know,
much better than that was. But
yeah,
when I was in my 20s, though, it was like we would call each other, just be like, "Yo, hopping on Gears of War. All right, I'll be there in
yeah,
5 minutes."
yep.
Now, if you were like, "Yo, I'm hopping on Gears of War," I'm like, "Okay, so what do you want me to do? I'm at work. What you want me to go home? You want me to clock out? Just like you know, what are you doing on the weekend? I don't know. Probably watching my baby. What are you doing on the weekend?
I'm working.
I got no time, man. I wish I had the
None.
time.
I
Yeah,
know. I know. But
some of
then
the
even if we did have the time, it's like, would we really play online? Going living through the whole quitters thing, because you were winning, and then the other person on the other end would just cut because they were losing. Like,
yeah.
I just I'd rather play offline by myself. Let me enjoy my game, play at my own pace. But I miss my friends coming over and playing co-op on the couch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I miss it too.
you trash talk online. That's fine, but it's nothing like trash talking with your friend right next to you.
Exactly. So yeah, man, definitely offline now, but there was a period where online was, a fun experience to be had. We mentioned it earlier. I'm just gonna bring it back up one more time real quick. The day one patches and the constant patching makes me sick to my stomach. I'm so tired of it. It's exhausting.
Gotham Knights popped it in, ready to play it. I understand I had to install it, but then it says halfway through the install, oh, there's a 30 gig update you have to do first.
Hmm.
Okay,
Mm-mm.
and the game's still broken.
One thing that goes hand in hand with that too is like games that are broken out of the gate. That was such a rare occurrence back in the day. And there was one game specifically, one of the Tiger Woods games. I want to say it was like 2008. Could be wrong about the date. But this was the first time I experienced a truly broken game, and I couldn't even wrap my head around how this was possible because this was still like a transitional period, right? This was the PS2 generation,
Hmm.
and or maybe it was 360. Might have been 360. It was 360. Take it back. So this was like when patches first started becoming a thing. Wes, this game came out broken, and at the time, Tiger Woods was a huge name, massive.
Hmm.
You basically had like a tutorial thing in the beginning, and like you would start going down like a path. I forget if it was the career path or whatever it was, but you would try to do this like one event and you could not get past it. The game would not let you go any further. And I remember waiting a week for them to put the patch out to fix that. Like, how did you miss this? Like, this wasn't like an uncommon area in the game, or like this was like a
Hmm.
main path that you would most
Hmm.
normal people would play this section of the game, and it was broken. And I remember saying to myself at the time, because this was, again, this was like 2008. It's like, what if I
Hmm.
wasn't on Xbox Live? Because that was more common back then. People weren't all online.
Right.
What are you gonna send me a new disc, or was I just screwed? Because no retailer's gonna take back an open disc. Like what? I remember being so confused, like how that could even happen, and now it happens very frequently, or at least more frequently.
All the time, man. I didn't have to worry about that back then. Pop the game in, start it up, start playing. Didn't have to worry about patches and I mean I understand the occasional glitch. I get that, but broken? Yeah, nah.
There were some good things too. We shouldn't just talk complete trash about online games. Like I had some of the
Oh
best
no.
experiences online playing with friends. Specifically, I mentioned Gears of War earlier. That first Gears of War game, dude, I played that for years with my friends. I had a blast playing that. Halo 3. Oh, dude, when Halo 3 came out, I don't even know how many hours I put into that game.
Oh yeah, I agree. I mean, definitely not all online gaming is bad. I like you. I have fond memories of playing with you guys. Playing Rainbow Six, with our DM Rudy. you know, uh, and it was fun. It was fun. We laughed. We had a good time. And yeah, but I don't know. It's just it's things change.
The world's a
Things
different
change.
place now too. Back
It
then,
is.
it was. I feel like people in general were just having a lot more fun, and now
I,
everybody's like a miserable curmudgeon about everything. They just want to attack each other.
and plus two now, it's like if you don't jump online like day one, when
Yes,
you do jump online, everybody's so much better and so far ahead of you. It doesn't even make it worth it.
we spoke about Modern Warfare 2 coming out. You mentioned it to me that you picked it up already.
Hmm.
Another reason I didn't pick it up day one is because I don't have the time to play online. So I know that when I get around to that game, it's going to be single player only for me, which is disappointing because I really like that first remake of Modern Warfare. I played the hell out of that online. It's fantastic, but I don't have the time anymore. It's going to be the single player campaign, and I'll get to it when I get to it.
Yeah, yeah, and then when you do play online, like everybody's going to be all like super leveled up, and you're going to be at like level one.
I'm going to be getting my ass handed to me. I was like, I don't even want to deal with that, dude. You're going to know all the maps. You're going to know
uh,
where to go. You know where this shit is, where people respawn from, whatever. I don't need to
yeah,
get over that hump like a month or two later.
that's my fear, man. That's my fear of jumping back online. It's like everybody's gonna be so much better than me.
Well, we talked about the feelings of playing online with your friends, and that's fantastic. To me, couch co-op was even better. Playing locally with those
Mhm.
people, like you said earlier, talking trash when they're right next to you is totally different. It's so so exhilarating just to be like talking trash, like, ah, you suck.
Exactly.
I mean,
Like,
it's not all fun times. Sometimes you're on the other end of that, but
oh, of course, of
it's
course,
it's still like all in good fun at the end of the day.
it is like playing Madden. It's like, yo, why are you looking at my moves? Why are you looking at my plays?
Stop screen watching, man.
Playing fighting games. Me and my friend Roberto would come over, and we would just sit and play fighting games all day long, and we'd just be battling back and forth, and it was great. It was great.
I remember seeing something on it was like on Twitter, somewhere on the internet, and it was from probably from like the 90s or early 2000s, and these people were playing GoldenEye, but to stop the screen watching, they put like cardboard pieces that like stuck out of the screen. And then there was like two people at a higher level and two people at a
uh,
lower level, so they couldn't screen watch. I was like, oh man, The shit we went through to stop people from cheating back then.
I know, I know. I mean, Sega tried to stop that with the VMU with the little screen, so they really couldn't
Mm.
see. But you know what? That was part of the experience.
It was part of the experience. The VMU was so ahead of its time. It's remarkable, though. That thing was so smart, man.
It was. But it's like, yeah, you nudge. Stop looking at my screen, man. Stop looking at my plays. But good times, my friend. Good times.